power of the sun that the palm of my hands it's too bright!
In 2024, the Studio Series line expanded, adding more movie characters based on concept or unused CAD files. Apparently, Sunstreaker was meant to be part of the Bumblebee film, so digging it up, Sunstreaker finally gets a movie-themed figure for the first time ever. If some nerd can launch a Tesla into space, why can't there be a space Lamborghini? Might sound out of place with how much the front form is influenced by a modern Lambo, but isn't Wheeljack a super vague Lancia? I can see why they dismissed him. Which one's the real Bumblebee? Which one do I shoot? It's a straightforward transformation, which is better off compared to the Ratchet mold. The only real issue I have is certain yellow parts seem to have a slightly orange tint. Otherwise, I like the painted lights and orange trim at the bottom that matches the back like a spoiler. The yellow wheels are bright, but I like the idea of molding the treads to the side. The actual wheel inside spins with the rims. I like the blue canopy and well-rounded back. The guns can plug on the side or combine on top. There's also these unused random tab holes that you can use. Sunstreaker so far is a pretty slick form with the appropriate amount of recognized nods to his original form in the 80s while still being Cybertronian. Robot mode. I get why Hasbro favors Sideswipe, but why does his sibling get sidelined so much? So many toy lines didn't even bother repainting them yellow. He's usually just an obscure recolor. Finally, it's Sunny D's time to shine, even if his wave mate is another unrelated Sideswipe. The bright yellow might seem like too much at first, especially compared to his fellow troops, and the shoulders are massive like an animated cadet, but with the fitted chest canopy, thin legs, orange hips, and rad sneakers, he seems pretty slick. Don't know what happened to here, though. The highly detailed face and helmet itself seems pretty typical for an Autobot, but even in the movies, we can't forget his classic ears, now pointing at the top. He's like a cool elf. Who in the world said articulation? Ball jointed head, shoulders out and in, forward to back rotation below, elbow bend, waist rotation, hips out in, forward to back rotation below, knee bend, foot forward, back and tilt. Posability is fine, but there are quirks to its system. The neck panel doesn't lock in, but that's good if you want it to look up. It's got the nasty hot rod shoulders that feel awkward, and those big bulky shoulders don't help. They move, but now he's got a hoodie. Let's take a look at the accessories. He has two double-barrel guns that can combine and connect on the back like the junk on the original. They can tab on the shoulders again, but of course, they can plug into the hand and be hollow with the rest of the arm. Sunstreaker has a lot of quirks as mentioned, but I like him. His transformation is simple. I like the car form. The weapons are good. He's not as wide as the box art. Actually, the shape is pretty good even with the bulky arms. The colors are better in person if you don't mind the shifting tone of yellow parts, which you'd have to really focus on to notice. Even if he's dismissed from the film, I'm just glad Sunstreaker finally caught a break. Really reminds me of the random figures in the old movie line. Do not eat the yellow streak, you nasty.